You're listening to the You Don't Know Me Yet podcast network.
Hey, you are tuned in to Two Gems and a Mic with hosts Tanisha the Diva Mahomes and Linda L.D. Dorsey. Just know, if we talking about it, you need to hear about it. Unwind and enjoy. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Two Gems and a Mic. I'm your girl LD. I got my girl the Diva. What's up, Diva?
Hey, what's going on, Linda? What's going on, Darren? What's up?
I'm doing well. How you ladies doing?
We hanging in there.
Real good.
We hanging in there.
Weather horrible. Weather's horrible in Texas right now, but I'm doing good though.
Oh yeah, you had to do some traveling.
Yeah, it was bad, but we made it here safe. So I came to see my friend Tree and everything, and it's all good. It's all good. Right. Good news.
Good.
Let's get it, because we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we're gonna start. Let's start with the NFL draft, right? So we can't go through every pick. We can't do that. What I'd like to get from y'all is who do you feel, if you want to go this route, who do you feel did the best, the score, right? A, B, C, the best in the draft, or how do you feel your team did in the draft? And if there are any surprises or anything like that, Darren, I'm gonna start with you.
I'll go with both.
Oh, wait. Let me back up, Darren. Was the food good? Because we talked about it last time. Was the food good?
Food was great.
Okay.
All right. Was it?
The food they served filet mignons. They served chicken quarters, roasted chicken quarters. They served lobster mac and cheese, asparagus, cheeseburgers, hot
Did
dogs.
you take Tupperware?
I did actually.
Okay, good. All right.
I did. I took like 15 fillets and a couple of quarters back with me.
Hey, you could have had a dinner at your house.
Oh, I did. I did. For like the next 3 days, for like the next 3-4 days, I did.
Hey.
And the funny thing, people were like, oh man, you ghetto. The next thing you know, you saw all these people from the NFL Network and everybody else start grabbing, start grabbing to go try to get them some fillets.
Okay.
I didn't care.
All right, so they get an A. So the Chiefs get an A for their buffet.
Oh, yes, they got an A+.
Okay,
they got
A+. A+ for the buffet.
Right. Okay,
you now take me next time with
you. Let's talk about some drafting.
Well, okay, so I'm gonna give you both. The team I think that did the best was the Cleveland Browns. They obviously had a lot of holes that need to be filled, and the way that they were able to get a couple extra picks just to move down from 6 to 9 from Kansas City. They got the tackle that they wanted. They got 2 receivers that so that they were looking at, they were high on the draft, but they got both of those, and they got other players, and they got a quarterback late in the draft in the 6th round. So for me, they graded to me well overall. I think and actually they graded well across from everyone who was doing the draft. And then Kansas City, I gave them a B+ A-. I thought that they touched on a lot of the holes that they need to be filled, or that they at least need to address. The only reason I don't give them a solid A is because I do think they still gave them too much to move up from 9 to 6, even though they felt like New Orleans might have gone after Mansour, if they had. And so I understand the reason. I still think they would have went in another direction, but we'll never know.
True. Tanisha?
I think the Browns and the Ravens did well. The Browns and the Ravens. I get a Browns an A+ and the Ravens an A.
Okay.
I think they did the best. And to me, I don't know about predicting this early on, but man, them Ravens look good. They look like they're gonna be a problem for folks this year. I might drop me a couple dollars down there on their preseason for them to win it. This might be Lamar year. I'm gonna go early on this.
We've been saying that. I don't know. They lost a lot of players too, so I think the Ravens lost some of their veterans. I don't know what it was, but Harbaugh was able to lure a couple of those people over to the Giants. I like what we did in the draft.
What it was?
Huh?
Well, I mean, you know what it was
to him or whatever. I like what we did in the draft. I got to see how it plays out. Who's healthy? who's there because we're still feeling, some people out on some other things. Some of the things that I wouldn't say they were crazy surprises in the draft. I think for me there were pleasant surprises in the draft. The one thing that got me, because I remember you were talking about sports, what is it, Sports Rack, where you could look at the contracts.
Absolutely, spot
They were sure that people are. What's it? What's it?
SPOTRAC.
Okay. It's the salaries. Like when Jeremiah Love got drafted, immediately after being drafted, he's the highest paid running back in the NFL. I mean, that let's I want to talk about that, and I want to talk about one surprise that maybe y'all know about or don't know about. I just found out, my sister Tony told me about this. I didn't even know about this dude, but we'll talk about that. I want to talk about the contracts. What do y'all think about it?
I mean, every year. Go ahead.
Well, I don't want to speak on. So I'm fine with the one. It's collectively bargained. So I mean, this is what the players and the union owners agreed to. So I mean, because the thing is, had it not been a running back, it would have been somebody else that would have got the number 2 slot. And that's just what the position pays per the slot. It's not necessarily him being the highest paid player. It just happens to fall in that direction because of where he's slotted in the draft.
No, I mean that
most of the time, running backs don't get drafted
don't
that
go
high.
that high, right? I get that, but I'm just saying, do you think that's a lot of money now?
No, I
or
mean,
the CBA, that's good. It's what they're
no,
off the weight now.
Well, again, because running backs don't tend to get drafted that high. It sounds high because again, had it been a wide receiver or a tackle or something like that, then that's so it's just it's
I get where you're coming from.
Because what is, you don't want to get the position mixed up with the slot, because that's just where the slot is, because next year it's going to go up, I think, another 20%. So it raises each year, and that exactly, that's why essentially rookies don't technically need agents or anything, because it's not like when Sam Bradford was in, when he got a $50 million deal coming out of college. Now it's just
It's
slotted.
automatic because of the slot.
Yeah.
So if you're in that time, especially
reason why
so
things change.
When does that negotiation really kick in with an agent for you? What round? Any round, or it's just slotted all the way through?
No, it's slotted all the way through.
Okay.
That's why that's why even in the 7th round, you making
know what
you're making $1 million a year.
Oh, yeah,
okay. And I'm asking these questions. I know the answer. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you. I know the answer most of them, just for our listeners, so they understand it more too. Because it took me a minute. I was like, okay, and I was wondering why you were watching that the night, because you were like, oh, he's going, but I got it. Go ahead, Tanisha.
No. I was just saying that's why I like that particular site, because it's letting you know on spot exactly what each one of them are getting, and I really like that site. So I watched the draft and I watched that and let it just pre-populate in there the whole time, and I know all the money and everything, because I'm big on looking at contracts and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what.
So for the young man from I'm gonna say his name. I'm probably gonna do the names back. What's the name? Diego Pavia Diego. What is it? You know what I'm talking about. The quarterback from Vanderbilt. So him saying that he didn't need a agent because he didn't want to give him, he didn't know how much, because he said, I don't want to give him 10% or whatever. That's not what they get. It's like 1 or 3%. But him saying that, does it make more sense now, or he needed just agents to go in there and talk on his behalf? What do you think? Because that was,
well, he didn't need it for a contract purpose, but he needed it for other things leading up to the draft. I mean,
he needed damage control, and he didn't have that.
I wouldn't even say that. I would just say just regular. I mean, like Shador probably could have used it too, but because his father had already gone through everything and knows the ins and outs, he probably he didn't use one. But for Diego, yeah, it would have, because he would have he would have probably done better at the combine, and then coming out of the combine, a lot of things could have worked out in his favor, where he could have, the agent could have set him up with team visits and stuff like that he didn't get.
Okay.
Throughout the period.
I think it's just knowing what about a little pattern stuff. The agent you get is important in the sense that they'll sit you in front of the right quarterback coach, or the right him being a quarterback, somebody to fix some of the flaws so it doesn't look so bad early on before pre-combine, and so you can tweak a lot of things and get the things that, because they have the inside scoop of what the coaches are actually looking for. Yeah, and you can get a lot of that cleaned up before you actually get to the combine. And I think that's what happens when you don't have an agent. Lamar is an extraordinary talent, but him not having one, that's different. But literally most people are going to need that guidance. You just know what they're saying about them. And if they don't have anybody, and it's just coming out of college, you don't know anybody in the locker rooms, you don't know any of the coaches, you don't know any of the staff, you have no idea what the rumors are about you. But the agents absolutely know. Yeah, and they can go in there and tweak those things, and they can, and for those teams that have the most interest in you, they're going to probably do a private workout with those teams and then make sure that they get the feedback or whatever that needs to happen. So there's a lot that goes into it, and I think you suffer when you don't have an agent. Now, don't get me wrong, it sucks to give somebody some of your money, but maybe you negotiate a lower fee for that if you think you're going to be a higher pick.
Yeah, that's the way it works. With him particularly, though, do you think that what went on with the Heisman? This is a Heisman.
Yeah, I think it hurt him.
That doesn't get drafted, and I think the fact that if we can look at the money now, you ain't got no money.
Well, right? You can always go back, right? Can he go back to college?
I thought he was a senior, but
I'm not sure. But I'm just saying, even that, if he go back, is he going to get the money? The reputational damage is, you got to fix that. And you could have had an agent or whatever, but he seemed like he was so hell bent on not like I am who I am. He kind of stuck with that. He backed off, then he came back, and it's just like you didn't have the right people. Whether it's an agent that's going to get a part of your contract or somebody, just a marketing team, somebody behind you. I don't know if I would say I feel bad for him. I kind of do, because his dream is to play, or is to play. I'm not gonna say it's not over. It's delayed, not denied. But you have to.
But I get it, Linda. I get it. But still, if sometimes you got to go back and do your own damage control. If you didn't get drafted, what's the point? And if you can go back to school, I'm going back with the best attitude ever. And every time they hear me talk, I'm gonna be on some improvement. I'm gonna be in there. I'm gonna have a handler. Somebody tell me exactly what to say if I don't know any better.
That's what I'm saying. He needs that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back in there and I'm gonna clean it up, because my talent is there clearly if I'm a Heisman finalist. So generally, the way
but think about this. They might have already moved on from him, so he might even be able to go back to Vanderbilt.
Oh, you're right, Vanderbilt. Yes, that could be it too. It may not be anybody that says, "Hey, I got what I got." I don't want to bring that in.
Yeah, I bet you some teams that'll be like, "I'll take him as my number 3 and make him work his way up to the number 1 by the end." If you know you won't have nobody you got a good team, but you need a quarterback, I guarantee you'll let him get on there. You might not just give him the job right out the gate. But
we look at it different. I'm not bringing that attitude into my locker room. We look at stuff different. Well,
yeah. Like I said, it's not that I embrace cancer in the locker room.
No, I'm not saying that.
No, it's not. But I know you are like a no nonsense. You rather play with anybody other than that. I think sometimes kids, athletes, what you want to say, they need a little bit of extra something. Sometimes some of the better players, they grew up always having everything, and they get a little full of themselves. Sometimes a good little humbling can get them back on track. And I know he's humble now.
Oh, I can.
No. Well, hold on. No, first of all, he's not humble, because he was just humble. He was just out in the club till 5 o'clock in the morning getting in trouble. So I mean, well, not getting in trouble. He was out at 5 o'clock in the morning at a strip club, throwing money around that. Of course, he really probably ain't got. So I'm not sure how much he's actually regretting his decision or anything like that. Again, he needs to.
I don't know.
I believe in. I'm one. Don't get me wrong, because I'm not that hard. I'm not that hard ass. I'm saying I believe in second chances, but you got to meet me halfway. I'm not coming to get you. I'm not coming to get you. You got to come meet me halfway. And that's why I say with like players, when we were talking about that stuff last week, but I wish him the best. I hope he turns it around. And I hope sometimes you got to get away from the people that you got to.
I'm rooting for him to turn it around.
Yeah, you got to shake. You got to. He's a young man.
But he got some work to do.
And you got to shake some of them people. Everybody can't come along for the ride.
Yeah, absolutely. And if he doesn't know that by now, you got. We don't have the time for me to get off in there, but literally, you have to shed yourself for some of the ridiculousness.
You shed your skin. It's some skin. All right, this is my last thing on the draft. If y'all want to talk about more, we can before we move on to the NBA playoffs. Bernard, It was the last pick for the Philadelphia Eagles. Did y'all catch that?
No.
Okay. This dude, let me read this to you. He ain't never took a snap in football. Nigerian young man. Never
Yeah, I know you're
took
talking
a snap.
about.
Ran the combine, 6'4", 306 pounds, 6% body fat. Looking at him, I'm like, oh my God. And then I saw that O.C. Europe, one of my Giants, former Giants, he's been over, that's his home, been over there, and he was looking, he spotted this kid. Never took a snap. And they hire him.
Is that the dude? That's the dude that I thought I saw some little viral thing on him on Instagram where they had him next to Oakman from Baylor back in the day.
I'm
You
not
know how
sure.
he
They
was
say he
just
played basketball. He was on Good
freak of
Morning
nature.
America. His name is his first name is UAR and last name is Bernard. Look him up. He went in the 7th round, 251st pick to Philadelphia. Can't wait to see what he could do. And he had a 4.63 40-yard dash and a 39-inch vertical jump. But just looking at him, nothing but kind of reminded me of what we were looking at, like with what's his name, DJ Metcalf. Remember, everybody was like, "Good God, look at this dude, no body fat."
Yeah, this
This
guy,
guy,
this the one.
6%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this.
So he might be a little diamond in the rough. It's somebody that I'm gonna watch for. I'm definitely gonna root for him. Just watching his interviews and the fact that he said he just did combine stuff. He just did drills. He could do all the drills and he practiced those, but never has taken a snap in football. So he got a lot to learn, but he's he thanks God that he's there. Thanks God for the opportunity and all that. And life changing.
And Philly got him. What pick was it?
251, 7th round. That was their last pick. So somebody was looking at him. So
it was worth a gamble because I guess that's the kid I saw. I saw him go viral on Instagram, and I'm telling you, Oakman that used to play for Baylor, the one that put his knee in Pat chest and used him as a step. That dude was one of the biggest dudes you'll ever see. He ended up getting caught up in all that Baylor scandal and everything, and he never got drafted. It only to be found not guilty later on. I felt bad for the kid, but that's the biggest guy that I've seen in college in a long time, and they put him right beside him, and he was as ripped or more ripped than him.
Yeah, this
it's
kid,
crazy.
Yeah, I just want to see what he can do. Darren, have you seen anything or heard anything on him?
No, I'm not familiar with.
I seen some straight. I seen some.
Yeah,
right
check it out.
Video.
I'm sure we're gonna talk about him sometime this season. Hopefully, he stays healthy and gets an opportunity to play, and they teach him football.
Yeah. Now the last thing I wanted to say about the draft was I think it was a little shocking to me, but I mean he was I think he was a solid first round pick, but he went a little early than I think most people thought. Was the quarterback Ty Simpson that went to New Orleans? I mean the Rams.
The Rams.
Excuse me, the Rams. What did you think about that, Darren?
I mean, for them to keep it a secret and that they drafted them, but Sean McVay is like it's Matt Stafford's job, and I guess he's going to play as long as he wants. I mean, I don't really understand the pick, so I mean, because why would you draft him in the first round that high if you're not going to do the whole Aaron Rodgers thing? And I mean, but by that time, other quarterbacks are falling in your lap or whatever. So I don't understand the decision because unless Matthew Stafford gets hurt or he's going to retire. I mean, plus you drafted the quarterback last year, so I don't get it.
You didn't think it was a good pick?
No. They got something up. They ain't drafting for no reason.
That's
they got something up their sleeve.
Either Matthew Stafford might have said this. Man have already given them heads up that this is last year.
So this kid got a year to do what he's going to do.
And even if they did draft somebody last year, if they don't like what they saw, well, that make a lot of sense why they draft somebody this year.
Right, because you ain't taking number 13 for nothing.
Yep.
You got to have a plan. You just the first round you ain't taking them for nothing. Just because. Yeah, I can't believe that. So we don't know what it is, and I'm with you there, Darren. You got one last year, you're getting another one this year. It's like what are you doing? So I'd like to see how that plays out too. Darren, your last thoughts on the draft?
No, I just thought, well, one, I appreciated it going quickly. It was done by the time people could go to sleep at a decent hour. And I mean, it was late enough for me being at the stadium, but overall, I thought it was a good TV presentation. And again, the picks went quick. Like by the time they got to like number 4 or whatever on TV, they were probably already on the 6th pick to be ready, get ready to go. So
Yeah.
I thought it went well. I thought the NFL, I thought the NFL produced a good show.
Yeah, just I can't track it for 3 days. My attention span won't allow me to go that long. I can watch it the first round, and then I'm like, okay, I got to move on, or just look at my phone and see who's coming up with what. So, okay, all right. Well, let's move on. Let's talk about the NBA playoffs. Lot going on right now, and then we had some stuff happen last night. So, couple of teams. I'm gonna talk. Let's start over in the West Coast. Let's start there. So Thunder are already through. We got the Lakers and the Rockets. They got what's that? They play later on tonight.
Yes.
All right. Who we got there?
Lakers.
Ooh. I'm gonna go with the Rockets at home. I think it goes 7 games. In the 7th game, I don't think Luka comes back. Ooh. And the Rockets are playing better without Kevin Durant. I'm gonna go with the. Oof.
Mm.
I'm gonna go with Houston.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Houston with that
Tanisha, you
set.
with the Lakers?
Yeah, I'm going Lakers.
Okay. The Lakers, they didn't do themselves any favor in that last game. They should have had them in that last game. So we'll see if if they pick it up. And then you had, are you surprised, I should say, with the Spurs are sitting there, they beat the Trailblazers. And now the Timberwolves are there. Were you surprised with the Timberwolves beating the Nuggets
I was
without
I I,
Anthony
I, I,
Edwards?
wa- I was obviously they were without Anthony Edwards, Dante DiVincenzo, and they had lost Ayu Dennis and someone else. So they only went 8 deep Thursday night. And the fact that they were able to essentially almost run the table from beginning to end, in the manner in which they did. Joker didn't really have any real help. To me, the biggest problem with them is that Aaron Gordon can't stay healthy when the time comes, and he had injuries last year during the playoffs, injured this year during the playoffs. And Jamal Murray, even though he's a volume shooter, he's not an accurate shooter. I mean, he needs to work. He needs to work on his shot selection because he'll go. He can have 30, 40 points, but the nights that he does, he shoots well. Other nights, like last night, he shot 4 for 19.
Oh boy,
I mean, you can't
you
do
think
that.
it was the shooting or a combination of oh boy being in his pocket?
Both,
Yeah.
both, both.
Okay.
I mean, but you an all-star. I mean, you that guy. You a world champion. To me, look, I'm gonna be honest. When it comes to professional sports, I don't really like to give players a lot of slack because that's your
A
job.
lot. You don't be
That's
giving them none, Darren.
not well. Cause
Because it's
look,
your job.
Yeah.
it's your job. I mean, look,
No,
look,
I
look.
respect
If
that.
I if I have to spend 8, 9 hours in my job, saying trying to do a decent job and perfect. I mean, how hard is it for you? Yes, you practice, but practices aren't like they used to be coming up. But you mean tell me that you can't work on free throws and your jump shots? I mean, you mean tell me that you can't grab one of your boys and go to the gym on your off days and work on your stuff? Like, there's no excuse for you to be pissed for at the free throw line. You taking all these crazy kind of shots. It just no. I mean, and I'm gonna just say this now. The amount of quote unquote blowouts that we've seen in the playoffs, all the stuff was supposedly been, that was supposed to be all this was supposed to be gone by the time the playoffs start because teams that were load managing and trying to lose and stuff like that is one thing, what I'm saying? But then, but intensity is supposed to pick up in the playoffs, and then we're still seeing blowouts left and right. I mean, to me, it's bad coaching, and these players need a lot of work.
We're
So
gonna get
nah.
to the blowout of these playoffs in a second. So okay, so we got the Timberwolves gonna meet the Spurs. Who do you think coming out of that?
First.
Spurs.
Okay. Okay. Is why y'all say it's so easy?
Well, I mean, we got Wemby.
Oh no,
I
we,
don't.
but
Yeah, I mean, you think that's
I mean,
it?
I
You
live
think
in
that's the
San
reason?
Antonio, so
I know.
I live in San Antonio,
Yeah.
so there's that.
Okay,
You know
just
what I mean?
like don't start that
They
Texas
playing
nonsense
good.
because you did that for the Final Four. Texas,
Hey,
and we
I'm always rep
don't
Texas.
don't Don't
I'm
jinx
always
them.
rep Texas.
Don't
I'm
jinx
born
them
and
now.
raised here. You gonna try to make me change? I know
No,
you're gonna
no.
rep them. You're gonna rep the Giants and everything in New York. So yeah,
I rep them when it makes sense.
You don't think this makes sense?
I rep
You don't
them.
think?
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying that. I rep them when I don't.
Oh,
I
I'm
just
about to
don't rep
say
them. I don't rep them just to
running
rep
around
them.
here.
I'm gonna root for them, but
Yeah.
I ain't gonna call them out as no winners if I don't think they won't win. But okay, so we got that the Thunder. So we gonna have the Spurs meeting the Thunder because y'all think the Thunder is gonna beat whoever, the Lakers or the Rockets, correct?
Yes.
That's based on our conversations. All right. I'm with you.
Agreed.
Let's flip it over here to the East Coast. We got the Pistons and the Magic, and we see what's going on with that right now. Orlando's winning 62-45 in the third quarter at home, and they lead the series 3-2. So do we think this is gonna stick?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it look like it's gonna stick right now to me.
Okay.
You predicting a run?
No, I'm gonna go with what I said I'm gonna say what I said last night, but seeing what I see now, I think Orlando can do it. Last night we had technical difficulty, so we couldn't finish the show. I had picked Detroit to come back. I thought Detroit would win this game and then go home and win another game. I thought they would get 2 games. Can they come back in this game? Absolutely. A 20-point lead is nothing in the NBA anymore. And especially when you got 8 minutes. Huh?
I said not with 3-pointers in there.
No. With 8:46 left in the third, you got a whole 18 minutes left in this game. More than that, you got 20 minutes left in this game. I just don't.
Yeah, but what the problem is that K doesn't have enough scoring help. So that's the problem. Too many people on this team can't score. Jalen Duren has been a non-factor during this playoff series. I don't know if it's Wendell Carter or Angel Reese getting in his head, but he has not
Angel
been.
Can't catch a damn.
I tell you that. If I was Angel Reese, I'd reach back and slap you myself.
Right, leave Angel.
Don't have to take this
Angel is in
on the GM
WNBA.
We
she
didn't
ain't
do
got
it,
nothing to do with
Okay.
You know we was gonna get you for that.
Hold on. First of all, Angel and Jalen used to date. Now she dates Wendell Carter. And when hold on, can I finish? And so I think it was game 4 or maybe the last game when he got dunked on, which was probably the dunk of the year. She commented on it. Oh, so I see you like nuts in your face too. That's what she said to Jalen Duren. Now, look, that's what she said, not me. So she had a lot to say about this.
He still got a job to do to pay. She's in Atlanta.
Well, hold on. Just like you said. Hold on. Just like you said, he got a job to do. He ain't doing his job. That's the whole point I'm making, Linda. He ain't doing his damn job.
Stopping him from doing his job. Don't put an Angel in there.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm giving her credit. I
guess that's
because she is trolling Jalen. She's trolling Jalen.
Look, Lynn, I guess that's the female version of Honey Nut Cheerios. Somebody smell like Honey Nut Cheerios.
No, somebody tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yeah, I ain't want to say all that. I'm trying to keep it PG.
If you gonna say it right.
We'll see. Well, we got time left in this game. It's a 20-point game. We'll see what happens. We'll talk about it next week, I'm sure. We'll see who lands. I'm gonna move on before we turn this into an X-rated.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, let's keep
it PG.
So who you got? You got the Magic coming out, and who you got coming out with? I'm looking at. Excuse me. Cleveland and the Raptors. Tight game.
I have Cleveland coming out.
Okay, so Cleveland can close that out today.
Mm-hmm.
And then that you'll have Magic and Cleveland. Who you got coming out from there?
Ooh.
Do you want to go that far?
No, we can't. I mean, if Donovan Mitchell and James Harden don't get their act together, Orlando gonna get them as well.
Okay.
Because the thing is, like those teams that have, I think, faced each other the last couple of seasons, and I think last year it went to a game 7 when they faced each other in the first round and Cleveland won at home. This time around, experience helps, but they also got size, and so they ain't afraid to to get down low and bang with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. To be honest, man, they too soft. So they could easily get punked out.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Tanisha, you agree with that?
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Yeah,
I can't argue with that. We'll see what happens there. All right, so let's talk about the game of the. To some, it wasn't. To me, it was. So
go ahead and hold it up.
Yeah. So Darren. Oh, you ain't got your sound thing going. I need some music.
No, you'll be
Look, Dan
fine.
closed his eyes.
I mean, no, I don't. I'm
I
looking.
know. No, the Knicks game,
Yeah,
the Knicks and the Hawks game last night, an embarrassment for the Hawks. Hopefully
Yeah.
not too much of a boost for the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get the big head. That's an anomaly. They set some NBA records last night, so they took the Hawks out. Should have never got here. Should have never got here. We had 2 1-point losses. They were stressing me out. So
Hmm.
the Knicks are sitting there now. They're waiting for the winner of the Celtics and 76ers. That's what I want to talk about. But do shout out whoop 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 Knicks.
Yeah.
But let's move on to the Celtics and the 76ers. What do y'all think there?
Celtics.
Ooh,
Tanisha
you
said,
know,
hold on. Tanisha called out Celtics. Tell me why. And you may not have caught this last night, but
I just think that they got all the right players to do it. They deep enough and they play hard, and I don't know.
they didn't play hard last night.
Well, what's his name?
They got all the right players,
and
they
that's
deep enough.
that's a concern. That's a concern saying they have all the right players. Now, I don't know what his status is today because I couldn't find anything. But Tatum going out with a calf strain, with his calf.
That kind of
that's concerning. If it's the same leg, and I don't have the details. If
It's the opposite leg.
it's the opposite leg.
Is it?
But that's psychological for him. If you
No,
felt,
no. I mean, he said it'd be fine. He'd be ready. He could have he could have still played last night. You know, if it had been a tighter game when he went down, but because he wasn't, they just said, you know, they kept him out and just, you know, allowed Game 7 to take his place. But I'll let Tanisha finish before I start.
you don't think that'll sit in the back of his head,
No.
the back of his mind?
I mean,
I said the back of his head.
he probably still got him sitting on the bench in the back of his head, but he's still out there balling. I mean, he's a professional. He'll get through it, and more than likely they'll go in there and shoot something up. He'll feel okay, and he'll go out there and play his game, and hopefully they'll get it pulled off. Or I'm gonna be the non-predicting this. You know, I'll never predict nothing right.
Well, we know that.
Just jinxed them. I'll never predict nothing right.
We already know that.
Yeah, but I mean, but historically, they're like 27-10 in Game 7. So maybe that'll hold some weight. I don't know, but yeah, I'm going with them.
So out of the Knicks and the Celtics or the 76ers, whoever come out of that, do you see the Knicks advancing?
The Knicks good. I mean, again, I have Philly winning Game 7. I have Philly winning Game 7. I thought that I thought Boston could, but the fact that they've lost 2 games at home to Philly, and like I said, you know, the injury to Tatum, you know, I mean, I think he'll be fine, but I don't think he's going to be obviously 100%. And Jaylen Brown
as aggressive.
Yeah, and Jaylen Brown he's gonna have to have damn near 35 point, you know, 10 rebound, 8 assist type of game for them to win. What's
the other guy's name on the team? I can't think of it, Darren. Start with a K.
Ballhead.
No, not him, not White. It start with a K. He's a white guy. He's good.
Pritchard?
Yes. When he gets to rolling, if he has a game, you got a problem.
Well, but again, I mean, we were on it because yesterday he was 1 of 8 from shooting threes.
Yeah,
that's what I was about to say. They 3-point shooting has dropped so bad, but the defense been really holding them because that's what they done held them under 100 points, like a couple of games.
The biggest problem with Boston is that their game plan is always trying to outshoot the opponent by a 3-point shot. And when the threes aren't dropping, you know, Tatum and Brown, they're not really attacking the glass or whatever, or, you know, attacking the basket to get points. And now with Joel, and with Joel in there, you know, I mean, they don't have no one that can get, you know, Nemus Quita is not experienced enough to be going down low banging with him, and he can, you know, and right now they don't have anybody that can stop Tyrese Maxey. And so you got those two playing off each other. They got the experience, but also Paul George is starting to play off P once again. And then VJ
Yeah,
Edgecombe,
he did.
I mean, as a rookie, he ain't hit no rookie wall, so he's balling as well. So I mean, so right now. Right now, you got those four players that are playing at a high level, and on the other end, you really just got Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, and maybe somebody else who might contribute. But that's just the numbers just aren't adding up right now.
And I agree with you there.
But Boston been pretty
This is
dominant all season at home, right?
but this is a game by game, Tanisha.
I
I mean, because
understand that.
they've lost two
But
games
they
already,
home.
and they've lost two games to the Sixers already at
I
home.
know, but
So
I'm saying
home
they've
court
been pretty
home court
dominant.
advantage don't mean that for them.
No, it's good. Well, you can say the same thing about the Pistons. The Pistons been dominant, but you're saying the Magic gonna beat them. So it don't matter what you did. It's like you say, it's game by game. Pistons crawling back in this game because they're only down by 10 now. Like I said, this game ain't over, so we'll see what happens. But
What's the time left on it?
Because it seems like they haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Okay. All right.
I see that the flip that happened, like you said, Darren, in Philly was like, okay, now people are doing what they're supposed to do. Tyrone, what's his name? Maxey played horrible the first game.
Yeah, but think about it. When Jordan B came back in Game 3, he didn't play. He didn't play well, so, and everybody was like, "Okay, this is how he gonna play." But Game 4, Game 5, Game 6, he been balling out again. It's the same way, but it's the same way about the Knicks. I mean, the Knicks lost. I mean, they were down 2-1 to Atlanta until for whatever reason, the head coach kind of switched the offense and stuff up to when that you got Karl Anthony Towns getting getting two triple doubles. So I mean, so to answer your question, this question, if it's the Knicks and the Sixers, I don't know because now Carl and Joel, they both like to shoot threes. They both think they point guards or whatever. So it just so to be honest, that just becomes a matchup issue. I mean, it just becomes a matchup issue, and because again, you got Brunson as a small guard, you got Maxey as well. So now that just becomes. I want to say I don't want to say a push, but that could be a pick'em series. I mean, it really just becomes which team can win on the other's home court.
Well, to me, the factors, the X factors are Mikal, Bridges, and Josh Hart. If they step up, because
That's
asking a lot. There ain't been no consent. I mean, we went back to the game that they lost where Bridges didn't score and Hart didn't score until the fourth quarter, and he only had 2 points. So
Bridges has been horrible.
Yeah, he's been horrible. He has been absolutely.
He done mess everybody money up.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna stick with my Knicks, of course, but we'll see. I'd love to see the Knicks in a I'd love to see.
You and Stephen A. I'm sure y'all would.
Huh?
You and Stephen A. I'm sure y'all would.
Don't say me and Stephen A. nothing. Okay.
Well, you and Stephen A. both talking about they go to the finals.
Don't put your name with Stephen
A. Because not a fan. Not a fan.
You gotta be a fan. You have to be a fan. Both of y'all don't want the same thing.
You can name a million other New Yorkers
both of y'all want the same thing.
Me and Stephen A.
Both of y'all want the same thing. The Knicks in the finals.
There's a million other New Yorkers, a million other Knicks fans. That's why I said don't put me with Stephen
A.
But
we want the same thing.
Anybody else. Right. My family.
Okay. You and Tracy Morgan.
Yeah, I'll take Tracy.
I bet you would.
I'll take Tracy, right? Shoot. So okay, so we got it there. We're gonna see what happens. We'll be back next week and talk about if we got it right or if we got it wrong. I'm gonna this game that's on now is a little appealing. So we'll see what happens with Detroit and if they can come back on Magic. Y'all think no? Y'all still think no? Okay.
No. They're down by 16 now, so
yeah, they back and forth. They did get back. They went on a little run, so we'll see what's going to happen. Give me your closing thoughts, Darren. Anything. Ain't got to be sports. Whatever you want to talk about.
And look, just just tell your family you love them. You never know tomorrow's not promised to you. So
okay,
definitely. You know what I'm dealing with, and I'm in my friend's house right now. The one that I shaved my head for her. I'm here with her. I'm not letting any time go by. Like I said, tomorrow's not promised. So I'm here supporting her and keeping her in my prayers and hoping you guys are praying as well.
Oh,
Absolutely.
and one last thing. I got on good authority that Patrick Mahomes Chiefs fans will be ready for Week 1.
We'll see. I know y'all are hoping it. My
Oh, I don't
closing
believe in
thoughts
hope.
are that I don't know. It's not positive. I just want people to stay positive with what went on with the Supreme Court and everything. It just
Oh
feels like we're
man,
going backwards and backwards and backwards. But hey, that's even more reason to get out. You gotta vote. You gotta stay locked in to what is going on. Pay attention, and if you can and where you can, hold your politicians accountable. Hold them accountable. Speak up. It's got to be from grassroots. It's got to go. The way we got those rights is the way we got to win them back. And so
absolutely.
we did that. We were riding on the backs of our ancestors, our forefathers, our parents, our grandparents. They broke their backs with less to get us that, and we have the means to do that. So I would say, you know, some people are just like, all hope is gone. It's not gone. All hope is never gone. All hope
I
is
tell
never gone.
you, it's gonna be hard, but you're absolutely right because man, they are gutting. Boy, they are gutting things down, and I'm telling you, I'm tired. I try to tell young people and stuff to get out there and vote and everything, but man, it's rough. It's
Yeah,
rough
we
for
got
'em.
to take it.
I'm gonna say this. There is a cold place in hell reserved for Clarence Thomas. That's all I got to say about that.
Hey,
Mm.
and on that note,
What
I ain't got nothing else.
do you say? Be
I
kind, be blessed.
ditto. Right. I don't even know how to come after
That's what I
that.
said. Be kind, be
But I gotta
blessed.
say what I gotta say because I gotta end my show like that, and I can't say, Darren, you wrong. I ain't gonna say that, but I am gonna say to everybody and to our fans, or our followers. I say fans, our followers, our friends, our loved ones, to everyone. If you can, and you can, because it's free. Please, 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 be kind, be blessed, and until next time,
Peace.
peace.
Except the Clarence.
Thank you for tuning in to Two Gems and a Mic. Be sure to subscribe and follow. Until next time, remember, be kind, be blessed. Peace.